beat the Bobcats 5-1. The rule still applies here. The Cats need to find 4 more wins from now to the end of the Mid-American Conference season to try to qualify for the upcoming MAC tournament. Western Michigan is doing what they need to do, and they're beating Eastern Michigan in their 2 games thus far. So Ohio's window of advantage is closing a bit. And remember, the Bobcats take on the Broncos in the final regular season series of the year in Kalamazoo. So all signs might be pointing to that weekend being the pivotal one to see if Ohio will advance to Avon. Well, you got to find wins. And the Cats are trying to level this series at a game aside, and they welcome in the Red Hawks for Game 2 of this series. The Bobcats at 15-27 and 9-10 in Mid-American Conference play welcome in the 33-12 and 13-6 Miami University Red Hawks. And on a cloudy with rain on the way Saturday afternoon in Southeast Ohio, it's time for Bobcat baseball. Hi friends, I'm Russ Eisenstein. Dan's back in our WOUB studios. Matchup today of Jack Libator, 6'3", 179, redshirt freshman from Pennsylvania. He'll go against Spencer Mraz. He's a junior, he's a righty, he's 6'10", 235 from Middleburg Heights, Ohio. Libator 5-4 with a 3.38 ERA. Mraz 5-4 with a 3.97 ERA. So 2 similarly stacked pitchers today in Game 2 of this series. Rob Smith is next. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. This could be a 30. All in games are 90. I probably should have mentioned that. Thank you. Yeah, just a 30. ERA. All right, into the box to start it off is Christian Tejada for Miami. 69 degrees, and the first pitch coming at 2:59 in Southeast Ohio, and the first one's a strike. It is 0-1. Enjoy the broadcast in the ball game, everybody, as this is game 2 of the series. Redhawks winning last night 5-1. Tejada last night 1 for 4. Shoots this one foul, and it's 0-2. Dimensions at their end, 340 down the lines, 380 to the alleys, 405 to straightaway center field. Libator right in the middle of the mound. Turns and fires from the wind on 0-2. Drops Lohman outside. 1-2 the count. Tejada upped his average by a point last night. Hits .357 with a home run and 26 runs batted in. 1-2 coming. Missed outside. 2-2 the count. Bobcats did tie the game at 1 yesterday, but then never took an advantage. Redhawks had 5 single tally innings. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Had a lot of late movement on it. Libator on the strikeout. That's his 48th this year. Tejada is a tough guy to strike out. And that's the first one of the ball game. Here's Will Vogelsang. Vogelsang, their shortstop, hits .326 with a home run and 22 runs batted in. For this, the top hitting ball club in the league. Coming into the weekend, the 11th best hitting ball club in the country. In league play, they hit .316. Vogelsang, right-handed hitter, fouls it back to the screen. It's 0-1. Team average at .309. Team ERA at .394. By comparison, Ohio's team batting average .233 and team ERA .545. Vogelsang on the right, the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. It is 0-2. Their shortstop wears 2 on that red uniform top. Miami in print across the chest in white. 2 white stripes on the sleeves, and the numbered design is similar to that of the Toronto Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew it past him on an elevated fastball on the outside edge, and that's back-to-back Ks for Libator. To start off this contest, here's Landon Stevens. Stevens hits .315 with 5 home runs and 34 runs batted in. He went 2 for 4 last night. Had a double, had a homer. Landon Stevens. Bases clear, 2 gone, top of the first. Miami and Ohio for the 235th time. There's a strike. It is 0-1. Libator trying to get through this thing in strikeout fashion here in the top of the first. 0-1. That's high. 1-1. You recall last night, both first innings went down in order as well. 1-1 the count, 2 gone, top of the first. Libator to Landon Stevens. Misses Lohman outside. Gray skies here. Rain is expected. Wind picking up a little bit. Blowing in from left, it would appear. 2-1. Low. 3-1 the count. Gray clouds hanging over the convo and Peden right now. Lights not on. It is a gray day. Haven't had a great deal of good weather days here at home, particularly in league play. There's a walk. So 2 strikeouts leads to a walk of Stevens. And here is Jordan Stevens. Stevens, a .336 hitter with 2 home runs and 25 runs batted in. 1 out base runner here for the Redhawks with 2 gone. Or, I'm sorry, 2 out base runner for the Redhawks. This is a top 5 in their lineup with everybody hitting over 300. 6 players in their starting 9 hit 300 or better. 1-0 the count. Rolt holds a runner on at first. Remember, the Redhawks run a lot. Big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Redhawks top 15 in the country in stolen bases. They're at 93 for 155 this year. That's a lot. Ohio, by comparison, has 39 stolen bases. 1-1 the count, 2 gone, runner at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That tailed low and away, and he was on his back knee to try to lasso that one. 1-2 the count. Bobcats in the green tops, white pants. Ohio in an arch in black across the chest. Numerals on the back end. Backside of the uniform in black, trimmed in white. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. Top of the first. Libator trying to get through the first inning. Missed the handle on that one. Missed high and wide. It is 2-2. Western Michigan currently leads Eastern Michigan 7-0. That's in the top of the 6th. The Broncos and the Bobcats will be fighting for that 6th spot in the MAC tournament. Broncos trying to win the series in 2 games. 2-2 pitch with 2 gone. Fouled back. Do it again at 2-2. Ball State leads Northern Illinois, bottom of the 3rd, 1-0 in DeKalb. Central Michigan leads Bowling Green 5-0, top of the 5th. Toledo and Kent State still to come. That's at 4 o'clock in Northeast Ohio. 2-2 the count with 2 gone. Libator for Jordan Stevens. Pop up, down the line and right. Sargent with the long run. He's moving into foul ground, and it drops foul. Sargent made a really good play yesterday as he skidded on his right knee as he came in. He's been a defensive replacement for Ohio a number of times this year, getting the start last night, getting the start again today. 2-2 the count on Jordan Stevens for this 33-win Miami team. On pace to be the winningest team under Danny Hayden in his time at Miami. He played there as well. He was a catcher there. 2-2, misses outside. 3-2 the count. So traveling time to start it off for Landon Stevens at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Jack Libator. Worked around that walk. Nothing for the Red Hawks. Ohio coming up. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Trey Funderburg, Aaron Levy, and Rudy Rote scheduled here for the Bobcats in the bottom of the 1st inning. Game 2 of the 3-game series after the Red Hawks won it last night 5-1. Spencer Mraz on the mound for Miami, and he looks every bit of his 6'10" height. You've seen some tall pitchers over the years. Northern has a couple. We've seen Mraz a couple of times. 5-4 with a 3.97 ERA. 55 strikeouts, 26 walks. Opposition hitting .233 against him. That is a small number. His 11th start, 12th appearance, Spencer Mraz. Set to do work against Trey Funderburg, Ohio's shortstop, in the leadoff spot today, and he pops his foul. First base side out of play. Funderburg yesterday was in the 2-hole. Levy has been the leadoff man. Trey yesterday went 1 for 4. Ohio had 5 hits. 0-1, missed low and outside. 1-1 the count. Rain on the way, cloudy day. Graduation Saturday in Southeast Ohio. 1-1, foul tip into the mitt of Elvers. It's 1-2. Finding a parking spot today was a chore. Just couldn't do it. Graduation ceremonies this morning and now one going on this afternoon. You could drive around for an hour to try to find a parking spot. 1-2, swing and a miss. Little foul tip into the mid of Elvers, so there's a strikeout for Mraz. It's his 56th this year. Funderburg goes down on strikes, and here's Aaron Levy. Hits .222 with 4 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Ohio's DH. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. Here it is from Mraz. Man, that fastball just gets on you real quick. Strike called, it's 0-1. 6-10 coming at you. And with a popping fastball like that, big leg kick in the 0-1. Missed outside. On the follow-through, he really lets her rip. 1-1 the count. Levy, back of the box, left-hand side. Shoots his foul down the third base line and towards the berm. Levy last night for the Cats in the leadoff spot went 1 for 5. Ohio's 5 hits. Levy had 1, Funderburg had 1, Rote had 1, Richardson had 1, and Ryan Sargent had 1. 1-2, shot on the ground, foul, just wide of third. 1-2 the count. Bobcats left 9 yesterday. Redhawks left 5. 4 walks for Bobcat pitching yesterday. This is smacked on the ground to first. Down to get it back of the bag. Good play here again. Flips to the pitcher covering. Just got him in time. That's a tough play. That was right on the line. Had some pace to it. Harrigan had to reach down to make the play. And then the pitcher, Mraz, was over to make that play. Good play all the way around. 3-1. Here's Rudy Rote. Hits .356 with 8 home runs and 32 runs batted in. Rudy Rote. 1 for 4 last night. Here it is from Mraz. Check swing. Did he go around? No, they appeal. Red Hawk dugout thought that he did. They've had a vocal dugout in this series. Rote left-handed batter against the 6'10 Spencer Mraz. That misses low and inside. 1-1 the count. Remember, Northern had a couple of tall pitchers, Will Anderson and others. Just gets on you so quick where he releases the ball. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. When you're in that box, that 56 feet doesn't seem all that far, particularly against a 6'10 pitcher. 2-1 to Rudy. Hit the spot. That's in the zone apparently on the outside black. It's 2-2. Bases clear, bottom of the first, scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. Rote, 3-hole hitter. 2-2. Misses low and inside. 3-2 the count. payoff pitch with 2 gone. Fly ball, left center field coming in. Winkler, he's there. He makes the catch as he leans in on a sinking line drive. Bobcats go down in order in the first. Scoreless game. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. We move ever onward to the top of the second inning. Scoreless game here at the Wren. Ohio and Miami. Jack Libator back out there. Cal Elvers. First pitch swinging, rifled it to the Bobcat dugout. Hopefully everybody's all right. It is 0-1. I really, really, really wish that we would put railings in front of the dugouts here. It's, wow. It's just, wow. 0-1 pitch. And misses inside. This is one of the few college ballparks, particularly in the MAC, that doesn't have a railing out in front. It just seems to be an accident waiting to happen. 1-1 pitch coming. Hit on the ground to third. Back of the bag, Hafner sucks it up, takes a step, throws to first in time. And Elvers is retired, 336 hitter. 5 home runs and 27 runs batted in. Here is Kyle Winkler, their left fielder. 288 hitter, 4 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Looking for the game's first hit. We're in the top of the second inning. There is an odd hush over this ballpark right now. Just not a lot of juice in here today, it seems. Line shot to left. There is the game's first hit on a Kyle Winkler single through the 5-6 hole. Here is McKay Williams, their right fielder. Williams, a .314 hitter, 3 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Left-handed batter. Where's number 12 on that red uniform top? Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami, game 2 of this 3-game series. Libator has been very consistent for Ohio here. Has really anchored into that 2 spot in the rotation. Pitch misses high. It's 1-0. Malott catching today. Tanner Picnic caught yesterday. Williams in their 7 spot. Pretty good to have a .314 hitter in the 7 spot of your lineup. Next one misses low. It's 2-0. 1 gone, runner at first. A little bit of a breeze here, picking up a little bit. We'll check the radar here to see where the rain's at. Libator from the stretch. Throws to first. And back in time is Winkler. Anytime you have the Red Hawks on the bases, got to be careful. They have 4 players who have 10 or more stolen bases. Will Vogelsang has 21 of them. Runner at first is Winkler. He's got 13. Hit on the ground to second. To his left, Richardson turns, throws to short, or rather to second. And that gets away from Funderburg. And so everybody's safe. There'll be an E4 on the throw. Here is Parker Massman. So Williams on. That's really a failed fielder's choice as well, but it is an error. So here's Parker Massman, their center fielder. It was a quick pivot after Richardson went to his left, planted, threw towards Funderburg at second, but that was to the home plate side of the bag. So one gone, runners on first and second. 8-hole hitter is Massman, their center fielder. Takes one low. It's 1-0. 237 hitter. 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Redhawks threatening here in the top of the second. And the pitch. Fly ball left field towards the line. Revels on the run, leans in and dives and makes the catch. Kind of a sliding grab for Cole Revels in left. Skidded on his, that'd be his left leg as he was facing in towards the infield. Glove maybe a foot above the ground as he made that catch. Big play, 2 gone, runners back to first and second. Ohio's outfield work has been very good this year, and Revels is part of that. Sargent and Wright made a big play similar to that yesterday in the right field corner. So Massman lines out. Here's Charlie Harrigan, their first baseman. 271 hitter, 2 home runs, 29 runs batted in. 2 gone, runners on first and second. Here it is from Libator. Missed the handle on that high. It is 1-1. Talked to Rob Smith about the defensive prowess of this ball club in the pregame show. Ohio as a team does have 58 errors. By comparison, Miami has 65. 1-1 the count, 2 gone. Outfield straight up here for the 9-hole hitting Charlie Harrigan. Pop this up. This is into shallow center. Fabic has it gauged. Comes in, settles, makes the one-handed catch, and the inning is done. So Libator works out of a jam. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 left. We played 1.5. Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WEB. Michael Richardson leads off the Bobcats' second inning. Cats went down in order against Spencer Mraz in the first. In the scoreless game in the bottom of the second. And the first one is poured in for a strike. It is 0-1. Richardson hitting .274. No home runs and 8 runs batted in. Ohio's right-handed hitting second baseman. 0-1 skitters past the catcher Elvers. Count level at a ball and a strike. Miami, Central, Ball State, Kent State, the top 4 teams in this league. 5th would be Northern. 6th would be Ohio and Western, it would appear. 1-1, tapped on the ground, foul to the on-deck circle. Ball and 2 strikes against Michael Richardson. It's bright over the ballpark right now, but it's just a little bit of an optical illusion of sorts. Dark skies elsewhere. It's just the fragmentation of the water droplets in the sky. Pitch misses outside. It's 2-2. It's all in perspective of light and angles about how bright it is where you are. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third towards the line. Stevens lets it bounce foul. You never know what you're going to hear on this broadcast. Explanation of light, if you think about it. Might be starting to sprinkle out there now. Some folks trying to find cover. 2-2 the count. Is it sprinkling out there now?
No, but it's coming.
It's coming, yeah. I've heard that too. 2-2 popped up straight up to shoot. This is back at home. Elvers coming over, discards the mask, and he'll make the catch with that black catcher's mitt. And there is out number 1 on Michael Richardson. A couple more folks coming for cover underneath the awning here in front of the broadcast booth. And so, as always, I caution those who are sitting below us here. There is a crowd microphone that is right here. And so, anybody who sits under the booth here, that conversation is going to be aired. I mean, there's a crowd mic right here, so just be mindful of what you say. No F-bombs, none of that. Just keep it street legal, okay? Appreciate it. All right. 0-1 the count. Sebastian Fabic, the batter now. 0-1 the count. Fabic, a .207 hitter, and he hits this one to left, sinking fast, going to drop in for a base hit. Ohio's first hit of the ball game is a Sebastian Fabic little flop into shallow left field. And here's Cole Revels. Revels wears 14. Freshman for the Cats, redshirt freshman, Charlotte, North Carolina. His mother is videoing this one right now. His grandfather just below us here. And the pitch on the way. That's high. It is 1-0. Got to be cool to be a grandfather of a Division I player. Got to be cool to be the mom of a D1 player. I have no children and probably never will, so I'll never understand that. 1-0, hit on the ground to third towards the bag. Played in fair ground. Strong throw by Stevens. He got him. That's a heck of a play. Stevens was right at the bag at third, basically straddling the bag as he fielded that ball in fair territory. Fabic will roll up to second. So Revels recorded 5-4 on the putout. Here's Nathan Malott. Hits .222, no home runs, and 11 runs batted in. Bobcats and Miami scoreless as we're in the bottom of the second inning. Malott didn't play last night. Fabic on at second, and the pitch is a strike. It is 0-1. 2 gone, runner at second. Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. Ohio lost last night 5-1. Rain chances increasing as the afternoon goes along here. 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. There's Stevens again. Gets a room service hop and lobs it over to first. And Molat slid in face first, and he overslid the bag but angled towards second. So Miami might have a beef here, but he was able to stay on, and that will be an error on the throw. An E5 on the Redhawks to put Molat on, and because that was in front of Fabic, he had to stay at second. I don't know if he just didn't have a good handle on that ball as he threw, but it was a kind of a lollipop over to first. Hopefully Ohio can make him pay. 2 gone. The inning should be over, but here's Trevor Hafner hitting .209 with a home run and 19 batted in. The pitch, cute foul just to the right of the Red Hawk dugout. It is 0-1. You see this on all levels of baseball. If teams make errors on the third out of the inning, particularly at the bottom end of the lineup, it is important for the opposition to make them pay. Hafner could be the guy to cash in here. 0-1 the count, 2 gone, bottom of 2, scoreless game. And the pitch from Mraz. This is low. 1-1. There is a lot of rain out there. Yikes. Once it starts, ooh boy. 1-1, hit on the ground, foul, wide of third. So we're in a pocket now from here to basically the West Virginia line where it's clear. But from here north to Canton, and then north to Sandusky, then over to Toledo, and then all the way back to Muncie is rain. So that's not good. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. Runners on first and second. Mraz from the stretch, and here it is. Hit on the ground, foul, just to the right of the on-deck circle. I mean, I'd love to tell you that it is bright and sunny elsewhere, and it's going to be a beautiful day. But I'd be lying to you, and I don't like doing that. Once it starts raining, it might rain for a while. We're in the second. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. Runners on first and second. Hafner trying to come through. Mraz misses low on a fastball. It's 2-2. We just have not had days strung together of good weather. You think about the road trips that Ohio's gone on. In DeKalb, there was a little bit of weird weather on that Sunday, you'll recall, and Eastern Michigan was frigid. 2-2 the count. Here it is. Fly ball foul. First base side out of play. Hafner hanging in there. So, at the very least, if Ohio doesn't get anything out of this, they've made Mraz throw pitches. Now, I don't know how much it will matter because I don't know how much further this game's going to get. We got a long way to go, and the rain is close. 2-2 the count, 2 gone. Hafner making Mraz work. Tall righty. First base side of the rubber. 2-2 pitch. Low. 3-2. I don't know what the Red Hawk dugout could be chirping about. That was low and it was inside. That had no close proximity of being anywhere construed as being close to a strike. 3-2 the count. Runners on first and second. Runners go. That's called strike 3. Slid across the plate to the outside edge, and that is strike 3, and the inning is done. Cats leave 2. Ohio doesn't make Miami pay for the error with 2 gone. We're through at 2. Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Back to the top of the Red Hawk lineup, Christian Tejada to lead it off. He struck out in the first inning. Scoreless game, we're in the third. Rain on the way, game 2 of this 3-game series, Ohio and Miami. Back on the bump is Jack Libator for the Bobcats. And the first one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Western leads Eastern Michigan 12-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Thanks a lot, Eagles. Fly ball foul, first base side near the Miami dugout, drops in there and then hits the underside of the roof and kind of pinballs in there. It is 0-2. So Ohio needed Eastern Michigan to bring it this weekend, and the Eagles did not bring it. They're down 12-2 in Kalamazoo. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. That series in Kalamazoo at the end of the year is going to be pretty important. 0-2 pitch, missed outside, 1-2. I guess, if you're fighting for the last spot, as it appears that both those ball clubs are, it should come down to that weekend. And it's amazing that they'll play at the end of the year again. 1-2, called strike 3. He got Tejada. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Nice job by Jack Libator. That's his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Here is Will Vogelsang, the shortstop. That will be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series at Robert J. Bob Stadium, where there is a beam right in front of the press box. I have no idea why they designed it that way, but they did. That misses low. Much like at Akron's old ballpark, Lee Jackson Field, there is the press box is on the first base side, and there are a couple of beams in the way. You kind of lose flight of the ball from the pitcher to home plate. 1-0. There's a strike. It's 1-1. But the good news about Kalamazoo is you get Sweetwater's Donuts again. That Dutch crumb, man. That's just going to have like 24 of them on that trip. 1-1, hit on ground to third. Backhand pickup, good play on the short hop. Hafner throws to first in time. Good play. Not an easy play. Whoa, hey. What do you got there, Slugger? Got some cupcakes there? 2 gone, bases clear for Landon Stevens. Jason Chapino from Bobcat TV just rolled in with some cupcakes. I don't know if he stole them from a graduation party or not. First pitch is popped up. Sky-high pop to center. Moving back on it, Fabic settles under it and makes the catch. And that's a good inning for Jack Libator. Sets down 3 good hitters in order. We've played 2.5 scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Jason Chapino from Bobcat TV. His cousin graduated today, so his family in town. And I just polished off that cupcake. Need all the juice I could get today. Ryan Sargent puts a bunt down, fielded by Jordan Stevens. Throws to first in time. Third baseman charging in. And so Sargent is retired. That's the end of the first pass through the lineup against Spencer Mraz. Scoreless game as we're in the bottom of the third. Here's Traben Funderburg. That was a good cupcake. Funderburg struck out in the first. Here it is. There's a strike in the inside edge. 0-1. Gray clouds overhead. Looks like it could rain at any second. Once it does, it's going to rain for a while. Had a lot of rain here over the last week. 0-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Funderburg swung through that. The Hocking is high, and it will continue to rise. It is one of the greater engineering projects I've ever seen. They moved the whole river, and no matter how much rain we get, it always seems to hold it. 0-2 hit on the ground to third. Mandy's gotten a lot of work. Jordan Stevens on the short hop, lob to first in time. He has an interesting relationship with ground ball and then throws to first. He really fields his position very well, but sometimes it appears that there's some lob toss over to first, but no matter how it gets done from the Red Hawks' perspective, they want it to get done. Funderburg is retired, 5-4. Here is Aaron Levy. 2 gone, bases clear, bottom of the third inning. And the pitch is a strike. It is 0-1. See how many innings we could get through today. We're in the bottom of the third. Here it is from Mraz. Misses Lumen outside. Looks like the 2 o'clock commencement is done at the Convo. See some folks on the ramps taking pictures. 0-1 pitch, or rather 1-1 pitch, is a strike in the inside edge to Aaron Levy. It is 1-2. Bottom of the third, bases clear. Ohio and Miami scoreless. Levy grounded out to first in his first plate appearance. The 6'10 righty Mraz kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That fastball, it's like a medicine ball coming at you at around 90 miles per hour. Levy goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 of the ball game for Mraz. Cats done in the third in order. Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 at WAUB. the visitors' half of the fourth inning. And it's a scoreless game. Fly ball right center field. Fabic on the run. Leans and dives and makes the catch. Holy cow, what a play. A layout dive by Sebastian Fabic to fly into the gap. Fabulous again, and Ohio turns away Jordan Stevens on a heck of a catch. Sebastian Fabic on a dive to the right of straightaway center made that play look easy. And here is Cal Elvers. Wow, what a play. What a play. He's made a lot of those. One gone here in the fourth. And the pitch. Line shot down the line and left, fair by 3 feet. It will roll down into the corner. Hitting first and going to second is Elvers, and he will cruise in for a stand-up two-bagger. Elvers with the Red Hawks' second hit of the ball game. The scoreboard's all kinds of messed up right now. It says Ohio has scored in the bottom of the fourth, and we're not there yet. This is a scoreless game, and that's a double for the Red Hawks. This is a doubling machine. That's their 82nd double of the year. For this, the 11th best hitting ball club coming in. That's in the country. Tops in the league in hitting. Runner at second, one gone. Top of the fourth in the pitch. Pop up. This is foul ground first base side. Now to play. It is 0-1 on Kyle Winkler. The NCAA stats are not currently updated to include the doubles from last night, but Miami is top 40 in the country in doubles. Now with that 82nd two-bagger. Elvers just picked up his 10th. They have 3 players that have double-digit doubles this year. Christian Tejada, Elvers, and Stevens. Wind picking up a little bit. Rain coming, 1-1 pitch, bunt put down, popped up actually towards the Bobcat dugout. Now it's 1-2. Winkler singled back in the second. Hits here now in the fourth. Scoreless game here after Ohio lost it last night 5-1. Winkler out of a crouch. That's fouled off again to the Bobcat dugout. A couple of cats and a hop out of the way of that one. 1-2 it remains. One gone, runner at second. Just one game in the majors right now. The Twins lead the Yankees 6-2 going to the bottom of the eighth. In the Bronx, the Twins were like 1-17 in their last 18 games in the Big Apple. 1-2, popped up, foul ground near the Red Hawk dugout. Malott gives chase, and this is out of play. Coming up top of the hour, it's the Cardinals and Cubs, Mariners and Indians, Royals and Tigers. Indians walked off the Mariners last night. Tyler Naquin base hit through the right side hole. Mariners have lost 5 in a row. Winkler with the runner on at second. 1-2 the count with one away. Long pause here from Jack Libator. This is popped up, back a home. Malott will give chase again. This will blow out a play, and, oh man, that hit a rail. There's a Red Hawk fan that went over to nearly make a play on the ball, and it hit off the railing that was right in front of him and nearly ricocheted to take out his eye. He's all right, though. Lights on to the ballpark now. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, foul, down the line and right. I did hear this question, so I'm going to answer it. Would it hurt? Did someone ask the question, would it hurt? Do you think it would? A lot, yeah. You gotta cushion it. Really gotta cushion it. Yeah, no doubt. Barehanded on a foul ball, that would you really gotta give it some give. But yeah, if anybody else has questions, I'll be happy to answer them. All right. On baseball or otherwise. 1-2, fly ball, foul, first base side on a play. There are a lot of times, there are screaming line drives that fans might attempt, and then once it gets a little closer, they think, no, not a real good idea. The ones that are easiest are the little floaters. 1-2, fly ball, left center field. It's sinking fast. Fabic coming in, and he can't make the play. Plays it on a hop. Kind of skips past him for a moment, so runners on the corners here. Just a dumped in, little flare of a single to shallow center field by Kyle Winkler. So the Red Hawks have something going here. Here is McKay Williams. Williams, a 7-hole hitter, reached on an error. That's his second hit now to start off the Red Hawk top of the fourth. Scoreless game, Ohio and Miami. Libator would love a double play here. McKay Williams from Overland Park, Kansas. That's where the NCAA used to be headquartered before moving to Indianapolis, suburban Kansas City, Overland Park. Foul back to the screen on a bunt attempt. One gone here in the fourth. Runners on the corners here. Red Hawks trying to scratch out the first run of the ball game here. With rain coming. From the stretch, throw to third with Hafner off the bag, but he was able to get there to make the catch, but back in time as a runner, Elvers. Williams reached on an error back in the second inning. 0-1 the count here on the 7-hole hitting right fielder McKay Williams. A 1 pitch, squared to bunt, pulled it back, took it low and outside, 1-1. There's a car alarm going off somewhere. There we go. Wonder how many thefts there are on a graduation weekend. I would imagine everybody's in such a good mood. No one would want to steal the car. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Rote turns to second. Fires it down there. Back to first. Late. Run comes in to score. That was Libator racing to first to try to take that throw back to first. Run comes in. 1-0 Miami. So Williams reaches on the fielder's choice. RBI 30 of his season. Scoring is Elvers. Winkler out at second, 3-6. And it was Libator to come back over to first, and the throw was there. He just wasn't able to locate the bag, which is a tough play because you're racing over there. Got to turn to locate the bag, got to turn to locate the throw, and all turns into a 1-0 Miami lead. Here's Parker Massman, takes one wide. It's 1-0. So the Red Hawks will play from in front again. Massman, sophomore from Carmel, Indiana. Very nice suburb of Indianapolis. 1-0. There's a strike. It is 1-1. 2 gone. Runner at first. 1-0 Miami with the lead. On a gray graduation Saturday in Southeast Ohio. Libator from the stretch. And throws to first and back in time is Williams. One nothing Miami here. 2 hits. They had single tallies. That's their 6th one-run inning of this series. 1-1. Fouled back. Every one of their runs yesterday came as a 1-run inning. They had 5 of them. Redhawks won the series in Oxford last year. That was after Ohio won the series at Kent State. Bobcats won game 1 of that series and then lost the latter 2. Throw to first, chases the runner back. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. So we've hit kind of a lull in the pace here. Here it is from Libator. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Reared back to get that one that was above belt high, that was inside. But Massman flailed at it, and the inning's done. Redhawks get a run, couple hits, and they strand 1. We're through with 3.5, 1-0 Miami. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. On the radio, supported by Wendy's, 3 Athens locations, Uptown, Richland Ave, and East State Street. Quality is their recipe. Wendy's. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Miami. Rudy Rote to lead it off against Spencer Mraz. A 6'10 fireballer misses that outside. It's 1-0. Rote lined out back in the first. 1-0 Miami as they scored on that fielder's choice top of this inning. Here's a fly ball, hit a way up in the air and down the line and left. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Diving attempt was not made by Winkler. I also couldn't locate words there for a second. Fly ball that was a towering shot down the line and left, and Winkler was racing over, and that will be a base hit for Rudy Rote. He did reach second on the play, so it is a double. So here's Michael Richardson. That for Rudy is double number 15, double number 54 for the ball club. So here's Michael Richardson. Tying runner 180 feet away on that leadoff 2-bagger here in the 4th. Here it is from Mraz. That hit him. Came up in on him. Seemed to hit him on the left tricep. So back-to-back runners reach here for the first time today by Ohio. And here's Sebastian Fabic. Bobcats on the radio supported by Huddle Tire. Tires and auto repair in Lancaster, Logan, and Richland Avenue in Athens. Online at huddletire.com. And brought to you by Larry's Doghouse, locally owned and serving Athens at 410 West Union Street since 1972. Bottom of the fourth, runners on first and second. Good start here for Sebastian Fabic, who is squaring the bunt. And he crouches and popped this up. It's caught by the catcher. And dejectedly, Fabic will slowly walk to that third base dugout, pounds the bottom of the bat into the field turf. Had a job to do and unfortunately didn't do it. So the pop out to the catcher on the failed bunt attempt. And here is Cole Revels. He grounded out back in the second. Open stance, back of the right-handed box. Black bat, lets it rest on his right shoulder, raises and then drops it. Wiggles the fingers on the bottom of that bat. And the pitch. Fly ball foul. Over the screen and out of play. One gone here, runners on first and second. Revels, Ohio's left fielder, made a good play defensively today. Base hit ties the game, you would figure. 17 ribbies this year, had a grand slam homer against Ohio State. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball foul. 0-2. Just after 4 o'clock, you're listening to Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340, WOUB in Athens. Game 3 of the series, the finale comes up tomorrow. On the air at 12:50, 1 o'clock first pitch. Will it be a rubber match of the series? 0-2 the count. Here it is to Revels. Called, strike 3, outside edge. That's the 4th strikeout of the day. That did pierce the outside portion of the plate. Here's Nathan Millot. So, unfortunately here, when the Bobcats left 9 on yesterday, and with runners on first and second here in this inning, the Bobcats then failed to get a bunt down and struck out looking. Here's Millot. Reached on an error in the second. That's taken outside. It's 1-0. And when the best pitching team in the league, the best offensive team in the league, has a 1-0 lead on you, but they give you opportunities, you got to cash them in. 1-0. Little fisted fly ball, shallow left field. Going to be a tough play. It's going to drop in, base hit. Rote hits third. He's going to score. Bobbling it in left is Vogelsang, and everybody's safe. We're tied at 1. Richardson makes third. Millot on with the single. Runners on the corners, 2 gone, and Nathan Millot comes through, and that helps a lot. Here's Trevor Hafner. Hafner struck out in the second. That was an effective flop into shallow left center field. Vogelsang went out. Winkler on that wet track still in the outfield really had no chance of getting there. And it was placed perfectly for Millot's 12th run batted in of this season. Largely in conference play. Runners on the corners here. Here's Hafner. Line shot back through the box. It's into center field for a base hit, and Ohio leads it 2-1. Ohio cashes in. They did come through. Double for Rote. Hit batter Richardson. Both those runners score. Nice job by the bottom portion of the lineup here. That's RBI number 20 of the year for Hafner. Millot up to second. Hafner on with that RBI single to center. And the Bobcats score 2. 2-1 here with 2 gone. So they score even when they didn't get the bunt down. And then the strikeout after that, Nathan Millot, and then Trevor Hafner. Here's Ryan Sargent. He takes a fastball strike. It is 0-1. Umbrellas starting to open here as the rain is on the way. 0-1 the count. And the pitch from Mraz. There's a strike. Not everything needs to be right down the middle. I mean, the strike zone is a zone. And so that was in the zone. It is a strike. It is 0-2. I mean, it's a box. There are different areas of the strike zone. 0-2 pitch. High. 1-2. 2 gone. Runners on first and second here. Ohio with its best inning of this series. And Ohio leads for the first time in this series. Sargent. 7th batter to bat in the frame. That drops low. 2-2. So to be down the count 0-2, battle back to level at 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Sargent making Mraz work a bit. Two pitch from Spencer Mraz. Swinging a foul tip into the mid of Elvers. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Mraz. But Ohio scores twice. There were 3 hits. No errors. 2 left. We've played 4. 2-1 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Ohio with the lead, and Jack Libator staked to an advantage for the first time as he climbs on the hill, and the first one is a big swing and a miss for Charlie Harrigan, 9-hole hitter and first baseman. It is 0-1. Rain falling here at the Wren now. Umbrellas out. Field turf will help for now. 0-1. Low and away. 1-1 the count. Bobcat Baseball on the radio supported by Ohio Health, the official sports medicine and orthopedics provider of Ohio University Athletics. Ohio Health, believe in we. 1-1 pitch coming. That's low and inside. 2-1. This is not severe stuff. This is not strong stuff. This is going to be just a soaking rain for a while. 2-1, fouled back. It is 2-2. We are moving ever onward to it being an official game. 2-1, Ohio with the lead. That's why those 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th so important. Although this day and age anymore, coaches decide on resuming games even when it is official or not. So we're never sure until we're absolutely sure. Ground ball foul to the Miami dugout. 2-2 the count on Charlie Harrigan. Scoreboard says 2-3. Now it is 2 in question mark. That misses outside. 3-2 the count now. Nobody gone. Top of the fifth. 2-1 Ohio with the lead. Libator from the wind, and here it is. Called. Strike three on the outside edge. Good pitch. Perfectly placed. Harrigan goes down on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts. That's strikeout number 6 for Jack Libator. Here's Christian Tejada, who struck out twice. 1 gone, bases clear. Bottom of the fourth was fruitful for the Bobcats, and now, with the rain coming, the Red Hawks have the bases clear and 1 gone, and there's a strike. To Christian Tejada, it's 0-1. Next one's high, 1-1 the count. Red Hawks with 3 hits. Both teams have an error. Rain falling now in Athens, lights on. 1-1 pitch. Tap foul at the plate. 1-2. Libator has really been a consistent cat in the number 2 spot in this starting rotation. Ideally, as things move along, you know, that starting rotation is in real good spot. Start off with Eddie Cutt. The way that Kenny Ogg has commanded that 3 spot. There are a lot of arms that can situationally be used out of that Bobcat bullpen. Tejada might be shaken up on that foul ball. The Miami trainer ran out to take a look. Our head coach, Danny Hayden, did too, just to make sure that their top hitter is okay. And he'll hang in there. 1-2 the count, 1 gone. Top of the fifth, bases clear. Ohio on top 2-1 after Rote and Richardson got on to start off the bottom of the fourth. Here it is from Libator. Flared foul off the screen above the Red Hawk dugout. No matter where you get them, Ohio needs to get a couple of wins. Be it here, be it in Muncie, be it in Kalamazoo, to advance to Avon. 1-2 pitch. Missed low and inside, 2-2. So it will be a real sprint. There is a midweek game prior to that Western Michigan series against Marshall here at home, prior to going up to Kalamazoo. That's the last midweek game of the year. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He did go around. Strike 3. Tejada goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today. It's strikeout number 7. Here is Will Vogelsang. Strikeout and a ground out for him. 2 gone. Top of the 5th. 2-1 Ohio with the lead. Libator trying to finish off the Red Hawks in the 5th. Vogelsang, a .326 hitter. Here it is from Libator. Missed inside. 1-0. Final score in Kalamazoo, Western Michigan 12, Eastern Michigan 2. 1-0 hangs high to the shortstop. It's 2-0. Ball State leads Northern Illinois 3-1, top of the 8th inning at Ralph McKenzie Field in DeKalb. Central Michigan 7, Bowling Green 1, bottom of the 8th. 2-0 is high, 3-0. With rain falling here. .3-0 pitch. There's a strike. 3-1. Vogelsang struck out and grounded out today. For a 33-win Miami, they are 14-5 away from home. 3-1 pitch. There's a pop-up foul. First base side out of play. Libator, strike away from getting through the 5th. Ohio on top 2-1. Vogelsang, a .326 hitter. Wears 2 in that Blue Jays style on the back of the red uniform top. Here it is from Libator. Missed inside, low and inside. There's a walk. Second walk of the day for Libator. Inning continues for Landon Stevens, who walked, flew out. 0 for 1 today. Landon Stevens, their 3-hole hitter. And another one of those guys that hits over 300, and he blasts this to center, but Fabic has this squared up. Comes in about 5 feet, makes a head-high catch, and the inning is done. Redhawks get a man on, strand that runner. We're through with 4.5, 2-1 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. They graduate on, because there are so many pretty days here in the springtime in Southeast Ohio, and we just don't have one of those today. This is just a blucky sort of day. Anyway, we move to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Ohio with the lead. Mraz back out there. Traben Funderburg to lead it off for the Cats here. Leadoff spot today, and he offers at the first one. It is 0-1. I mean, if you think about it, all the beautiful days that we have in Southeast Ohio, and this, unfortunately, is a graduation day, and it's this sort of weather day for the graduates. 0-1, squared a bunt, pulled it back. Takes one low. It's 1-1. I don't remember who the keynote speaker of the graduation at Southern Illinois University was in 2002. I remember the ceremony. 1-1 pitch, squared a bunt, pulled it back. It is 2-1. But I remember more about the feeling of the day than anything else. Just how important it was to so many people, and obviously first world to my parents. 2-1 pitch, that hit him on the back. It was supposed to break back into the zone, and Funderburg is on with a hit batter. Here is Aaron Levy. It is a wet baseball, too, and so you never know about the handle of things. So here's Levy with the leadoff man on here in the 5th. But I just remember all the run-up to graduation. I remember I was in a tough academic spot because Southern Illinois made the Sweet 16 that year, and I kind of had stuff going on the broadcasts and all that, so my spring semester in my senior year was not the best. That misses outside Aaron Levy. It's 1-0. I do recall that I needed one class to graduate it. I need a certain grade in order to graduate. And it was a broadcast law class. It was really hard. 1-0. Fly ball right center field. It's hit pretty well by Levy. Back to the warning track. Back to the wall. It's off the wall. Hitting third, and green light on for Funderburg. The throw is cut off, and then to the plate. It's late on the slide for Aaron Levy's RBI double. And Ohio leads it 3-1. Funderburg scores after he was hit by the pitch. Levy plugged up that gap. The throw in was cut off by Landon Stevens, and the throw to the plate was in front of the plate. And a head-first slide by Funderburg. And Ohio leads this one 3-1 on a double by Aaron Levy. Levy with the two-bagger. And here's Rudy Rote. Levy with his 7th double of the year. That's double number 54. And Ohio has a 2-run advantage now. Here is Rudy Rote. Runner on at second is Aaron Levy. Ohio on top 3-1. We're in the last of the 5th. And the pitch. Popped up, foul ground near the Bobcat dugout. Could be room for Jordan Stevens. He's there, and he makes the catch. For the first out of the inning, staying at second is Aaron Levy. I remember, though, so my spring semester was obviously incredibly busy and doing all the broadcast stuff on the network and then school stuff as well and run up to graduation and all that. And I remember I was broadcasting Southern Illinois and Indiana State, and my professor, who was a baseball fan, came to the ballpark, and he was going to tell me if I got the grade to graduate or not while I was on the air. Pitch misses low and outside. It's 1-0 to Michael Richardson. So anyway, I'm on the air on that Friday afternoon. It's Salukis and the Sycamores. It's the 3rd inning. My professor walks into the ballpark. I see him from the press box, and he just looks down at the ground. 1-0, that misses low and outside. And I thought, oh no, my parents came all the way down to Carbondale, and I'm on the air right now. My professor just told me that I didn't graduate. So he just sat down for a moment, and then he stood up and then gave me the thumbs up, and that's how I found out that I graduated from Southern Illinois University Carbondale in 2002 while I was on the air broadcasting Saluki baseball. That's fouled off to the screen. It's 2-1. And for the moment there, when he looked down at the ground, I thought, my life is over. My parents just drove 5.5 hours. They knew about all that was going on. They knew I was on the air. They knew all of it, knew the grade that I needed, and for a moment I thought, I'm not graduating. But it was a joke, and all turned out well. Fly ball foul. 2-2 the count on Michael Richardson, who was hit by a pitch just an inning ago and scored one of Ohio's now 3 runs. So the moral of the story is, no matter what else is going on, for you youngsters out there, stay in school. Don't do drugs, and graduate if you can. Even if you have to balance a whole bunch of other stuff, which 2002 I did. 2-2 hit on the ground off the foot of Mraz. Ricochets towards shallow right field, and Ohio's going to get a run out of it. Levy scores. Up to second on a slide is Richardson, and Ohio's on top 4-1. That went off the long leg of Mraz. Ricocheted to shallow right center field, actually over towards the line. That's how Ohio gets its 4th run. That's back-to-back 2-run innings here. Here's Sebastian Fabik. So Ohio is getting the opportunities from Miami, and the Bobcats are capitalizing here. And the trainer's going to come out to take a look at Mraz. That ball was a shot from Richardson. And he ends up at second on the play. And that is, by the rule of the law, a double. And they're taking a look at the right foot of Mraz. That was a shot. And he's trying to shake it out. 6'10" starter for Miami. And they're going to make sure he's all right. I mean, that ball was scalded at him. So Ohio with back-to-back two-run racks here. So we told you, capitalizing against a team that's giving you opportunities. Well, chance here for the Cats to do just that, and they are. One gone here in the fifth. Ohio with 2 runs in. And Mraz just misfired on his last warm-up, but apparently that wasn't an issue, so he'll stay in, which is good to see because that was an absolute scalded ball right back to him. You never want to see anybody hurt on a play like that, or on any play for that matter. But to his credit, he's going to stay in. It's been a tough inning for him. Started it off with hitting Funderburg and then the double for Levy. Rudy Rote did pop out. Richardson on that odd sort of double. And here's Sebastian Fabic, who's 1 for 2 today. 1 gone in the fifth, and Ohio on top by 3. Sebastian spins away from that one, misses inside. It's 1-0. One final in the books in Major League Baseball. The Twins beat the Yankees today 7-3. The Twins are 20-11. The Yankees have had so many injuries. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. It is 1-1. Swept across the plate. Top of the first inning in Motown, and the Royals lead the Tigers 4-0. 4 runs already in, and the Royals are looking for more. Kansas City has 11 wins on the year. Top of the second in Cleveland, scoreless game, Mariners and Indians. 1-1 pitch coming to Fabic. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Just underway in Chicago. Cardinals and Cubs tied at 1. Chris Bryant had an RBI single, and then Jose Martinez just went deep on Hugh Darvish after the Cubs won yesterday on that Kyle Hendricks 81-pitch shutout. 1-2 pitch to Fabic from Spencer Mraz. With a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Mraz. Second out of the inning. Runner on at second. Here is Cole Revels. Mariners just took the lead on the Tribe 1-0. Did you see that 4 overtime game in the NBA playoffs yesterday? Blazers won at home over the Nuggets yesterday. Final score 140-137 in 4 overtimes. Blazers up 2-1 in that series. Mraz to Revels, and that misses inside. It's 1-0. The Bucks won yesterday over the Celtics to take a 2-1 lead, 123-116. Warriors and Rockets in Houston tonight, Game 3 of that Western Conference series. That's at 8:30 Eastern Time tonight. 1-0 pitch, sky to right, gets a little carry. Williams in front of the track, and he will make the catch, and the inning's done. But Ohio scores 2 on 2 doubles. There was a hit batter in the inning. No errors and a man left. We played 5. Official now, 4-1 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOEB. Off in the top of the 6th inning. Reed Norberg, redshirt freshman from San Diego, California. Went to Scripps Ranch High School. Redshirt freshman, 6'2", 180. Reed Norberg, Norberg. The San Diegan stands in, and the first one to him is a strike. It is 0-1. Norberg has made 19 starts this year. He's 24 for 78. Reed Norberg from San Diego, California. 0-1 pitch. That's low. 1-1 the count. San Diego's a real hot city now, obviously, with Padres doing what they're doing and Manny Machado on the farm system and whatnot. 1-1 drops low. 2-1 the count. Of course, Ohio saw San Diego State in the Frisco Bowl, and the Aztecs didn't seem like they wanted to be there. And Ohio shut them out 2-1, got under this, popped it up, foul ground, third base side, near the dugout, and out of play. Did you see that the Padres are going back to the brown and gold next year? They're, and have been for about a decade, maybe more, had that blue and gold and white color scheme. I think full-time they're going back to the brown next year. Nod to the Friars and the robes they wear. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Norberg goes down on strikes. And a throw to first, long stretch by Rote. Oof, that was to the second base side. Here is Cal Elvers. Jordan Stevens, that was his spot in the lineup. Norberg on the strikeout. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Strikeout number 7. Strikeout number 8. Missed one. Here's Cal Elvers, and that drops low. It's 1-0. So Jack Liebetor continuing to do what Jack Liebetor does, and that's throw consistent, solid outings. We're in the 6th now. 1-0. That's low. 2-0. 8 strikeouts, 3 hits and a run given up against the top hitting ball club in the MAC and the 11th best hitting offense in totality in the country. Ohio on top by 3 with a 2 spot and eats the 4th and the 5th innings. 2-0 pitch. Misses low and inside. 3-0 the count. Starting pitching length has been pretty impressive, and you know, the games that Ohio hasn't had that length, they've lost. There's a 4-pitch walk to Cal Elvers. Here's Kyle Winkler. Runner on at first, 1 gone. Winkler, their left fielder. Couple of hits today. Just a little bit of a spritz falling now, not a heavy rain. Some umbrellas out. Just going to be wet from now through the end of this one today. Winkler waits, square to bunt, and he puts it down in front of the plate. Malott fires to first. Good play. Up to second on the play is Elvers. Winkler out there on the sacrifice. 2-3. Here's McKay Williams. 2 gone, runner at second. Top of the 6th, 4-1 Ohio with the lead. Hopefully setting up a rubber match tomorrow. Ohio looking for its 4th series win. This is weekend 7 of MAC play. Redhawks lost that series to Northern last weekend in Oxford. 2 gone, a runner at second of the pitch. Laced to right. Back on this one, Sargent. Warning track, leaps, and he didn't make the catch. It's a home run. 2-run shot. It's 4-3. That just barely cleared the wall. Sargent leapt at the wall, and it just eluded the glove and just went over the wall by maybe a couple of inches. McKay Williams, RBIs 31 and 32. 4th home run of the year. home run number 31 for the Red Hawks. 12 home runs in conference play. And just like that, the Red Hawks, who were down by 3, down by 1 right now. Here is Parker Massman. That .314 hitter in the bottom of their lineup. That's set up pretty well. Line shot to right, out of here by a couple of inches. Sargent gave it a good effort at the wall. Big swing and a foul tip into the mid of Malott. So this is most certainly a ball game again. 0-1 the count. 4-3 now, Ohio with the lead. Libator from the wide square to bunt, pulled it back, did Massman. That floats away from Malott. 4th hit on the day for the Red Hawks. This one's fouled off. 1-2 the count now. Landon Stevens hit a home run last night. That was a blast over the left field wall here. That would have been gone of just about every ballpark in the country. Second home run of the series here for Miami. 1-2 pitch, low, 2-2. Massman 0 for 2 in this series, in this ball game, lined out and struck out. 4-3 here in the top of the 6th. Massman, the 8-hole hitter. Libator trying to get through this 6th inning. This is the first multi-run inning of the series for the Red Hawks. 2-2, swing and a miss. Got a little foul tip of it into the mid of Malott as it tailed away from Massman. That's strikeout number 9 for Jack Libator. 2-run shot from McKay Williams makes it a 4-3 Ohio lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Nathan Malott leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. He had a big hit a couple innings ago. Reached on an error earlier, then had that RBI single. The 2-run 4th inning that gave Ohio a 2-1 lead. Spencer Mraz still on there for Miami, and that's a swing and a miss for Malott. It is 0-2. 7, 8, and 9 scheduled here. As the rain is still spritzing a little bit, but not all that heavy here. Lights onto the ballpark, gray day. And the pitch from Mraz. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Off the bag, Norberg will fire to first in time. And there is out number 1. Actually, that is Vogelsang, who is at third. My apologies, I was not kept apprised of the changes on the field. Vogelsang is at third now for Miami. Jordan Stevens, you remember, was lifted in this ball game for Norberg, so Malott grounds out to him. Here's Trevor Hafner. Strikeout and an RBI single for him. Buckled on a breaking ball, but that dropped low. It's 1-0. 4-3 Ohio as we're in the last of the sixth. Bobcats lost last night 5-1. Game 2 of this three-gamer. Mraz from the wind, the kick in the 1-0. Popped up, foul ground, playable, near the Miami dugout. First baseman Harrigan there makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Ryan Sargent. Final score from Bowling Green, Central Michigan 7, BG 3. So another year for Danny Schmitz and the Falcons, in which BG will not advance to the upcoming MAC tournament. 9-hole hitter Ryan Sargent now. Bases cleared, 2 gone, and the pitch. Missed inside, 1-0. 4-6-1 for the green and white, 3-4-1 for Miami. Mraz with a little tilt on that wind and the 0-1. Line shot back through the box, base hit. That was squared up. Mraz on his follow through, nearly middle of his back as he spun around, almost connected with his glove with that ball. As he spun like a top. And that would have been head high to a lot of other guys, but that was middle of the back to the 6'10 Mraz. And so a 2-out single puts Ryan Sargent aboard, and here's Traben Funderburg hitting in the leadoff spot. Strikeout, ground out, hit by a pitch and scored. Two-out base runner here for the Cats. Mraz from the stretch. That missed the limit outside. 1-0. 2 gone here in the home half. I'm sorry, the home half of the sixth. And Ohio on top 4-3. And the pitch to Trey. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. First run in the top of the 4th inning. Miami scored that, then Ohio answered with 2 in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 pitch from Mraz. Swing and a miss, swung through a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Two gone here, last of the 6th. Funderburg back the right-handed batter's box. And the 1-2 with a runner going. Fly ball fisted to shallow right. Going to hang up there, though. And it's caught by Williams, and the inning is done. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 6, 4-3 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Welcome back to the Wren. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Ohio University baseball leads Miami 4-3. Brett Manis is in for the Bobcats here, and it is the 7th inning. Manis in for the Cats with Ohio on top 4-3. 9-1-2 scheduled here for the Redhawks. Brett Manis in for the Cats. 22nd appearance, staff high. 0-1, 6 saves, 3.81 ERA. Brett Manis, left-handed Michigander, to Charlie Harrigan, and the first one is flown down the line and left foul. And out of play, it is 0-1. Lights on to the ballpark, gray day here in Southeast Ohio. And Miami with the 4-3 lead. Left on left here to Harrigan, who's 0 for today, swing and a miss. 0-2 from Brett Manis. Redhawks have 4 hits. Ohio with 6. 0-2 pitch from Manis. Living outside. 1-2. Manis in conference play. This is his 11th appearance. Has 2 saves, 17 strikeouts, 5 walks. 1-2, low. Manis with 34 strikeouts and 7 walks this year. And a .227 opponent batting average. That's low. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Called. Strike 3 on the outside edge. Strikeout 10 against Miami today. Harrigan goes down on strikes. Didn't like that call. 1 gone here, top of the 7th. 4-3 Ohio with the lead. Ohio on top by a run here. Back top of the lineup to Christian Tejada. And the pitch from Manis. Tapped at the plate. Up the first base side. Fielded by Manis. Underhand toss to get him. And had spin on it as if it hit his foot. It didn't, and Tejada is 0 for 4 today. He's their best hitter. Again, Bobcat pitching, fielding their position well. Here is Will Vogelsang. 2 gone here in the inning. Ohio on top 4-3. Vogelsang struck out, ground out, and a walk. That misses low and inside. 1-0. Manis, second pitcher used today after a good start by Libator. 1-0. Low and away. 2-0. Redhawks with that 2-run homer an inning ago. 4-3 Ohio lead. Manis on 2-0 to their 2-hole hitting shortstop. Now third baseman. There's a strike. It is 2-1. Here it is from Manis on 2-1. Low. 3-1. Redhawks with 4 hits. Ohio with 7. Cats up by a run here in the 7th. Here it is from Manis. Called a strike. Pumped it right in there. It's 3-2. Manis ready to go. Vogelsang out of the box with a practice hack. Gets back in there. Bases clear, 2 gone, top of the 7th. Here it is. It's spoiled foul, first base side out of play. Get through this inning. Just needs 6 defensive outs. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, bases clear. Ohio just trying to scratch off wins. Here it is from Manis. Swinging a line shot, left center field, base hit. Funderburg gave it a leap at short, but it was over his glove. It's a 2-out single by Will Vogelsang. It's his second on-base trip of the game. Here is Landon Stevens. Hamilton, Ohio native. Jordan Stevens is a Parker, Colorado native and a Dallas Baptist transfer. Ohio baseball, or really women's basketball, volleyball, or men's basketball play Miami. We all stay in Hamilton. Hamilton, exclamation point, says the water tower. Pitch misses low and inside, knocked down by Malott. High throw and into center field. And this will allow Vogelsang to take third. Tying runner 90 feet away. Uh-oh. It kind of escalated. 2 gone, runner at third. 4-3 Ohio. Bobcats trying to just get through this thing. Landon Stevens, a .315 hitter. Time called. Malott out to the mound. Rob Smith out 2. 1-0 is the count with 2 gone in the 7th. There is no activity in Ohio's bullpen, so this is just to make sure that Manis has all of his stuff together on the mound. Home plate umpire knows that too, so he's coming out there to break it up. 2 gone, runner at third. 4-3 Ohio with the lead. As Malott comes back behind the plate. Stevens, their 3-hole hitter. Red Hawks flirting with tying this game on a 2-out base hit. Here is Norberg with 2 gone and a runner at first. Runners on the corners here with 2 gone. Runners on the corners here with 2 away. On at third is Vogelsang. On at first is Stevens. Norberg, the batter. The pitch misses high. 1-0 the count to Norberg. One-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Norberg in that cleanup spot now. 1-1 pitch. Low. 2-1. Stevens intentionally passed to get to Norberg here, so that's how runners are on the corners. With 2 gone here in the top of the 7th, Manis trying to get through it. 2-1 pitch. Low, it's 3-1. It was over, but low. It is 3-1. 2 gone, runners on the corners. Norberg waits. And here it is. That's outside, ball 4. Malott tried to frame it up. Could not. Bases loaded now. Here's Cal Elvers. So bases are loaded, and it started with that Vogelsang single. Intentional pass Stevens, walk Norberg. Manis will now face Cal Elvers. Been on base twice today. Double, walk, ground down. Hits here now in the 7th with a 4-3 Ohio lead. No place to put this guy. Elvers, a .336 hitter coming in. Their 5-hole hitter. And the bases are packed with Red Hawks. 2 gone here in the 7th. Manis from the belt. Kick in the pitch. Fly ball foul over the screen, out of play. 0-1. Fabic is fairly shallow in center. Normal depth in left and right. Revels and Sargent. Vogelsang at third. Stevens at second. Norberg at first. 0-1 Elvers. Called a strike. It is 0-2. Strike away from getting out of it. .4-3 Ohio with the lead. Trying to stay that way here with Manis. Spins the ball behind him. Now steps off the rubber. 2 gone. Bases loaded. Top of 7. Ohio on top by a run. Manis trying to get through this stretch inning. From the belt. Here it is on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. And the Red Hawks leave him loaded. Stretch time at Athens. 4-3 Ohio with the lead. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WAEB. He's reached the bottom of the 7th inning with Ohio on top 4-3. Aaron Levy to start it off. This is 2, 3, and 4 in the Bobcat lineup. The 4 runs for Ohio, coming 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Ohio on top by a run against one of the top teams in this league. Levy doubled and scored. Struck out, grounded out today. First one misses outside. It is 1-0. Ohio on top 4-3. Mraz with a little tilt in that wind. Steps back, kicks and fires on 1-0. That's low. 2-0 the count. An insurance tally wouldn't hurt. Ohio with 6 defensive outs to get. 2-0 the count on Ohio's DH, Aaron Levy. This is smacked on the ground to the right side hole, base hit. Solid single for Aaron Levy. That's his second hit of the ball game. And here is Rudy Rote. Bottom of the 7th, Ohio on top by a run, and a good start with Aaron Levy aboard. Rudy today, double, pop out, line out. That's the 8th hit of the ball game for the green and white. Rote .356 average coming in. Last home series for him. And the pitch. Called a strike, slid across the plate, inside edge. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled off. Third base side out of play. 0-2. Not much of a breeze, at least in the outfield anymore. Rain at this point. Just a little bit of a spritz. Not much even out there right now. 0-2. That missed outside. 1-2 the count on Ohio's 3-hole hitting first baseman. Bobcats up by a run. Leadoff man Hahn here in the last of the 7th inning. Mraz from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rote down on strikes. Mraz's 6th strikeout of the day. Here's Michael Richardson. 1 gone, runner at first. Ohio down up 4-3. Richardson was hit by a pitch, doubled and popped out today. Runner at first, 1 gone, last of the 7th. Mraz from the stretch. The tall righty brings it home. That misses high. It's 1-0. Richardson, Ohio's right-handed hitting second baseman. Mraz brings it home on 1-0. Line drive left field. It's going to hang up. Caught out there for out number 2. Right at Winkler. Here's Sebastian Fabic. Two gone, runner at first. Ohio on top 4-3. Fabic today, single pop-out strikeout. 2 gone, runner at first. That misses low and inside, 1-0. Redhawks will have Winkler, Williams, and Massman scheduled in the 8th. 1-0 pitch. That missed low. Looked pretty good. 2-0. 4-3 Bobcats. Trevor Hafner and Nathan Malott. First 2 ribby hits today for Ohio. Michael Richardson had a double. Aaron Levy had a double. A lot of production today from around the lineup. 3-0 the count. Runner at first, 2 gone. Fabic waits for Mraz, who's trying to get through the 7th. There's a strike. It's 3-1. Impressively, Miami on the road in conference play is 8-2. 3-1 pitch. Fly ball foul, first base side out of play. 3-2 the count. 2 gone, runner at first. 4-3 Ohio, clinging to the 1-run lead. A lot of room in left center field here for Fabic. And the payoff pitch. Fly ball foul. First base side out of play. Ohio trying to set up the rubber match of the series tomorrow. On the air at 12:50, 1 o'clock first pitch. Big ball games here all the way to the end of the year. After tomorrow, just 6 MAC games left. 3 at Ball State next weekend, then 3 at Western Michigan. 3-2 the count, 2 gone. Runner at first, last of the 7th, Ohio on top by a run. Fabic, 1 for 3 today. Takes one low and outside, ball 4, good at bat. Here's Cole Revels.
Now batting for your Ohio Bobcats, number 24, Trevor Lucas.
So Trevor Lucas will be the hitter here for Cole Revels. And a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach from Miami out there to talk to Mraz. There is no activity in their bullpen, so they're going to ride through this 7th inning with him. Revels will hit here for the Cats with the runner on at first and second. Lucas, a .245 hitter. Home run and 8 runs batted in. Trevor Lucas. 2 gone here in the 7th. Close to the plate, right-hand side, back of the box. 2 gone here in the inning. Can Ohio scratch out another run? Here it is from Mraz. Strike in the inside edge. 0-1. Mraz with a long look in to Elvers, his catcher. Fly ball, foul, near the Miami dugout. This is going to land out of play. First baseman came over to give a look. Oh, 2 the count with 2 gone. Trevor Lucas. On at second is Levy. On at first is Fabic. 0-2 the count with 2 gone in the 7th. Here it is from Mraz. Line shot to third, off the glove of the third baseman, and ricochets to shortstop, and everybody's safe. That was a smash. And that getting off of the glove of the third baseman, Stevens, actually saved a run. Bases loaded now. Lucas on with the infield single. So taking third is Levy. On to second is Fabic. On at first is Lucas. Here's Nathan Malott with a bases loaded chance here. 2 gone in the 7th. Ohio on top 4-3. Malott with a single, reached on an air, grounded out today, takes a strike. It is 0-1. Bobcats on top by a run and a golden opportunity here for an insurance tally or 2 or 3 or 4. 0-1. Roped on the ground to third, played there, and they'll go to the sack for the out. and the inning is done. Ohio leaves them loaded, doesn't add on. We're through with 7, 4-3 Bobcats. This is Ohio Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. Redhawks trail it by a run. It is Winkler, Williams, and Massman. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled for the Redhawks. 4-3 Ohio with the lead. Brett Manis back out there for the green and white after a good start today by Jack Libator. And the pitch misses high. It's 1-0. Winkler today, 2 singles, sacrifice, right-handed hitter, and the pitch from Manis. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Ohio on top by a run. Had a chance for more. Left him loaded in the bottom of the 7th. 4-3 Ohio with the lead. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 1-2. This happened a lot this year where Ohio is in wins used 2 pitchers in conference play. And that, I guess, would be the idea here. 1-2. Tied him up. He fouled it off at the plate. Do it again at 1-2. That would mean you'd again need length out of Kenny Ogg tomorrow. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch. Tied him up. Here's McKay Williams. Williams with the homer. Fielder's choice, reached on an error. 1 gone here in the 8th. And the pitch. Missed outside. It's 1-0. Next one, strike. It's 1-1. Four, 3 Bobcats here in the 8th. 1-1. Hit on the ground to second. Easy for Richardson. Throws out. McKay Williams. 2 gone. Here's Parker Massman, who is 0 for 3 today. 2 gone, top of the 8th, 4-3 Ohio. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. fouled off. 0-2. Two gone in the 8th, and Ohio on top by a run. That missed outside. 1-2. Massman 2 strikeouts today and a line out. Manis on 1-2. Fouled off. Do it again at 1-2. Bobcats trying to get through this top of the 8th in 1-2-3 fashion. They'll face the top of the Red Hawk lineup again. 1-2. Fly ball foul. Third base side out of play. Sorry, first base side out of play. One-two pitch. Low. 2-2. Two-two. Fly ball, center field. Babic is there. Comes in a couple of steps. That's a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-3 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WEB. And the Red Hawks and the Bobcats going at it here with Ohio on top 4-3. New pitcher for the Red Hawks here. Spencer Mraz's day is done. 14, Bailey Martin, senior from Bryan, Ohio, 6'4", 190. Bailey Martin making his 12th appearance of the year. He's 5-2 with a 4.29 ERA. Trevor Hafner leads it off here for the Cats. In the last of the 8th inning, and Ohio on top 4-3. Four, 9-2 for the green and white. 3-5-1 for Miami. In the last of the 8th, Ohio with 2 run-scoring innings here today, 4th and the 5th, where Ohio scored 2 apiece. And Trevor Hafner leads it off here. Hafner, Ryan Sargent, and Traben Funderburg. Hopefully it's the last offensive inning that Ohio needs today. Here it is from Martin. There is a strike. It is 1-1. Just a gray, wet sort of day in southeast Ohio. Graduation ceremonies all wrapped up. 1-1 pitch. Low. 2-1. Hafner today at an RBI hit, strikeout and a pop out. 2-1 the count. Give Mraz credit. Worked through 7 innings today. 2-1. Low. 3-1. Hafner, Ohio's third baseman. Bailey Martin, right-handed reliever from the wind. 3-1. Low. Ball 4. Leadoff walk. Here is Ryan Sargent.
Now back for the Bobcats, number 20, Ryan Sargent.
Sargent with a single. Ground out today. Ohio's right fielder. Defensive signals issued. Might be some activity coming up in the Red Hawk bullpen. Nobody gone. Bottom of the 8th. Ohio on top 4-3. Sargent, middle of the box, right-hand side. Squaring to bunt. And here it is. Bunt fouled off. 0-1. And is an important run out there. Leadoff man on here in the 8th. Martin steps off the back of the rubber. Squaring the bunt way up into the box is Sargent. Coming in at third is a little butcher boy, and it's fouled off. Wide of third, foul. Pulled it back, and that went over and foul. It's got to be an interesting thought process of the charging third baseman when a batter pulls it back and is not bunting. That'll make him potentially think twice, but now it's a 2-strike approach. 0-2 pitch with a runner at first. Bouncing ball towards short. It is speared on a dive, shuttled to second for 1. Didn't get the runner at first. That's a heck of a play. Vogel sang on a dive. Stevens was there, and thus the out at second. Sorry, that was Norberg to take the throw at second. Dive behind the bag, a heck of a play. So a fielder's choice. Here's Traven Funderburg. 1 gone here, runner at first. Ohio on top 4-3. Vogelsang on a dive, saved that one from going into center. And the pitch. There's a strike on Trey, who was hit by a pitch, scored a run, grounded out, and struck out today. Bunderberg, leadoff spot today, has been in the 2-hole. 1 gone, runner at first, last of the 8th. Ohio on top 4-3. Throw to first, chases Hafner back. Bailey Martin from the stretch. And here it is with 1 gone and a runner at first. Oh, they got him picked off. He was leaning. He was going on first move. They'll run him towards second, and the tag is applied there. So that is 1, 3, 6. Yep. 2 gone. So the complexion of this at-bat changes a bit. 0-1 is the count. Two gone. Bases clear. 0-1 pitch now for Trey Funderburg. Strike called on the outside edge. It is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ohio had the leadoff man on with a walk. Fielder's choice, caught stealing. Funderburg strikes out. And if Ohio's going to win this one today, it's going to be in regulation anyway, a 4-3 win. We go to the 9th. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB. From the stretch, it is Manis, Ohio's closer. Kicks and fires on 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vogelsang down on strikes. Down to the last out. Here is Landon Stevens. Stevens, walk, intentionally passed, fly out, fly out. 2 gone, top of 9. Man on at first, 4-3 Ohio with the lead. Stevens, the 3-hole hitter and a .315 hitter. Redhawks got 2 back on a homer by McKay Williams back in the 6th. And the pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. Ohio capitalized with some offensive chances today. They've had a couple of chances for insurance tallies. But clinging to that 1-run lead. 10 hits today. 1-0 pitch coming. Low and inside, 2-0. Norberg is on deck for the Redhawks. Big swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Two and one the count. Landon Stevens for the top hitting ball club in the league. Runner on at first. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball foul. Down to the final strike. This would even the series at a game apiece. Two and two the count. Manis for Landon Stevens with a runner at first and 2 gone in the 9th. Manis trying to end it. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dropped by Malott. He'll lob toss to first. Ball game. Ohio wins it. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. 4-3 the final. And they even the series at a game apiece. 4-3 the final score. That's the ball game. Stay tuned. Our post-game report is next. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB.